To understand competitive strategies, several methods can be employed, ranging from industry research to internal analysis. Firstly, attending industry events provides opportunities to network with professionals, speakers, and vendors, allowing you to gather insights on competitive strategies firsthand. Secondly, reading industry publications such as articles, white papers, and case studies can provide in-depth analysis of competitive performance and market positioning. Thirdly, conducting market surveys can help identify key areas to monitor, such as customer satisfaction, market demand, and industry trends, giving a broader perspective on the competitive landscape. For website and social media monitoring, tracking competitor websites for updates, new product launches, blog posts, and social media feeds offers insights into their activities. Analyzing social media campaigns using tools like BuzzSumo or Sprout Social helps track competitor interactions, engagement, and trending topics, providing valuable information on their online presence. Spy tools and services can also be utilized for website traffic analytics. Tools like SimilarWeb or SpyFu provide data on competitor website traffic, sources, and demographics, offering a deeper understanding of their online reach. Advertising monitoring services such as iSpionage or SEMrush help track competitor online advertising campaigns, keywords, and budgets, revealing their advertising strategies. Content monitoring platforms like Feedly or BuzzStream enable subscribing to competitor content, tracking media mentions, and identifying industry influences. Networking and outreach strategies involve connecting with industry insiders by attending conferences, joining industry groups, and engaging with professionals in your field to gather information. Reaching out to past clients and customers who have worked with competitors can provide insights into their approaches and strengths. Internal analysis is also crucial. Tracking internal metrics related to sales, marketing, and operations allows you to benchmark against competitors. Conducting a SWOT analysis to evaluate your company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in relation to competitors helps identify areas for improvement. Additional tips include defining target competitors by focusing on companies that directly compete for your customers. Setting clear objectives to determine the specific information you need to gather avoids collecting irrelevant data. Utilizing a competitive intelligence tool can streamline the process of gathering, analyzing, and visualizing competitor data. It is important to maintain ethical standards by respecting intellectual property and avoiding unethical practices such as hacking or spying. In summary, a combination of industry research, website and social media monitoring, spy tools, networking, and internal analysis, while maintaining ethical standards, can provide a comprehensive understanding of competitor strategies. When analyzing website traffic, various metrics can be examined to understand competitor online performance. These include total visits, which indicate the overall popularity of the website. Unique visitors provide insight into the number of individual users accessing the site. Pages per visit show how engaged users are when browsing the website. Average visit duration indicates the time spent on the site per visit. Bounce rate reflects the percentage of visitors who leave after viewing only one page. Traffic sources reveal where the website traffic is coming from, such as search engines, referrals, or direct visits. Geographic distribution shows the location of visitors, which can be useful for understanding target markets. Keyword analysis identifies the keywords driving traffic to the site. These metrics can be obtained using tools like Google Analytics, SimilarWeb, and SEMrush. Analyzing social media engagement involves tracking various metrics to understand the impact of competitor social media activities. These include follow count, which indicates the overall popularity of the account. Engagement rate measures the level of interaction with posts, such as likes, comments, and shares. Reach shows the number of unique users who have seen the content. Impressions indicate the total number of times the content has been displayed. Share of voice measures the brand's presence in online conversations compared to competitors. Sentiment analysis determines the overall tone of mentions, whether positive, negative, or neutral. Hashtag performance identifies the most effective hashtags used. These metrics can be monitored using tools like Sprout Social, Hootsuite, and Brandwatch. Understanding competitor pricing strategies is crucial for maintaining competitiveness. This involves identifying pricing models used, such as cost-plus pricing, value-based pricing, or competitive pricing. Monitoring price changes over time helps identify patterns and trends. Comparing prices for similar products or services reveals price positioning. Analyzing discounts and promotions provides insight into promotional strategies. Assessing the impact of pricing on sales volume and revenue helps understand price elasticity. Tracking customer perception of value for money provides a comprehensive understanding of pricing effectiveness. Sources of information include competitor websites, price comparison websites, and market research reports. To analyze competitor product offerings, identifying product features and benefits is essential. Comparing product specifications and performance helps understand product differentiation. Analyzing product reviews and ratings provides insight into customer satisfaction. Assessing product quality and reliability is crucial for understanding product competitiveness. Tracking new product launches and updates reveals innovation strategies. Identifying product strengths and weaknesses helps understand competitive advantages. Sources of information include product websites, customer reviews, and technical specifications. For advertising campaign analysis, identifying advertising channels used, such as search engines, social media, or display networks, is important. Monitoring ad spend and budget allocation provides insight into advertising investment. Analyzing ad copy and creative elements helps understand messaging strategies. Tracking ad performance metrics, such as click-through rates and conversion rates, reveals campaign effectiveness. Assessing landing page optimization helps understand user experience. Monitoring ad placement and targeting strategies provides insight into audience reach. Tools like SEMrush, SpyFu, and Google Ads provide valuable data for this analysis. To understand competitor marketing strategies, identifying marketing channels used, such as content marketing, email marketing, or influencer marketing, is important. Analyzing marketing campaigns and promotions helps understand promotional strategies. Monitoring marketing content and messaging provides insight into brand communication. Assessing lead generation and customer acquisition strategies reveals customer acquisition methods. Tracking customer engagement and retention efforts helps understand customer relationship management. Analyzing marketing ROI and effectiveness provides insight into marketing performance. Sources of information include competitor websites, social media, and marketing materials. When conducting competitive intelligence, it is important to adhere to legal and ethical guidelines. Respect intellectual property rights by avoiding plagiarism or copyright infringement. Protect confidential information by not disclosing sensitive data. Avoid deceptive practices such as false advertising or misleading claims. Ensure compliance with privacy laws and regulations. Maintain transparency in data collection and usage. Obtain consent when collecting personal information. Respect competitor confidentiality and trade secrets. Adhering to these guidelines ensures ethical and responsible competitive intelligence practices. Effective competitor analysis requires continuous monitoring and adaptation. Regularly update your competitor profiles to reflect changes in their strategies. Monitor industry trends and adapt your analysis accordingly. Use data analytics to identify patterns and insights. Share findings with relevant stakeholders within your organization. Adjust your strategies based on competitor actions and market dynamics. Continuously improve your analysis techniques and tools. By continuously monitoring and adapting, you can maintain a competitive edge. Implementing the findings of competitor analysis involves several key steps. Firstly, identify opportunities for improvement based on competitor strengths and weaknesses. Secondly, develop strategies to address competitive threats and challenges. Thirdly, allocate resources to support strategic initiatives. Fourthly, implement changes in marketing, sales, and product development. Fifthly, monitor the impact of changes and make adjustments as needed. Sixthly, communicate findings and actions to relevant stakeholders. By implementing these steps, you can effectively translate competitor analysis into actionable strategies. Measuring the success of competitor analysis involves tracking key performance indicators, or KPIs. These include market share growth, revenue increase, customer acquisition cost reduction, customer satisfaction improvement, brand awareness increase, competitive positioning improvement, and return on investment on competitive intelligence activities. By tracking these KPI, you can assess the effectiveness of your competitor analysis efforts. Communicating competitive intelligence findings effectively is crucial for driving strategic decision-making. Tailor your communication to the audience by providing relevant and actionable insights. Use visualizations to present data in a clear and concise manner. Provide context and interpretation to help stakeholders understand the implications. Present findings in a timely and relevant manner. Encourage feedback and discussion to ensure understanding and alignment. By communicating effectively, you can ensure that competitive intelligence findings are used to inform strategic decisions. When conducting competitor analysis, it is important to avoid common pitfalls. These include focusing on the wrong competitors by targeting companies that are not direct competitors, collecting irrelevant data by gathering information that is not actionable, failing to analyze data thoroughly by not extracting meaningful insights, making assumptions without validation by not verifying information, neglecting to update your analysis regularly by not monitoring changes in the competitive landscape, ignoring ethical considerations by engaging in unethical or illegal practices. By avoiding these pitfalls, you can ensure the accuracy and effectiveness of your competitor analysis efforts. Selecting the right tools for competitor analysis depends on your specific needs and budget. Free tools such as Google Alerts and Google Trends can provide basic information on competitor activities. Paid tools such as SEMrush, SpyFu, and SimilarWeb offer more advanced features for website traffic analysis, keyword research, and advertising monitoring. Social media monitoring tools such as Sprout Social and Hootsuite can track competitor social media engagement. Competitive intelligence platforms such as Clio and Crayon offer comprehensive solutions for gathering, analyzing, and sharing competitor data. Choose tools that align with your objectives and provide the insights you need to make informed decisions. Integrating competitor analysis with other business functions is essential for driving overall business performance. Share competitor insights with sales teams to improve sales strategies. Provide marketing teams with information to enhance marketing campaigns. Use competitor data to inform product development decisions. Integrate competitor analysis into strategic planning processes. By integrating competitor analysis with other business functions, you can ensure that it is used to inform decisions across the organization. Developing a competitive intelligence framework provides a structured approach to gathering, analyzing, and disseminating competitor information. Define your objectives and identify key questions to answer. Identify sources of information and establish data collection methods. Develop a process for analyzing data and extracting insights. Establish a system for sharing findings with relevant stakeholders. Regularly review and update your framework to ensure its effectiveness. A well-defined framework ensures that your competitive intelligence efforts are focused and impactful. To stay ahead of the competition, it is important to anticipate future trends and developments. Monitor emerging technologies and their potential impact on your industry. Analyze changes in consumer behavior and preferences. Track regulatory and policy changes that may affect your business. Identify new market opportunities and threats. Continuously scan the horizon for potential disruptions. By anticipating future trends, you can proactively adapt your strategies and maintain a competitive edge. In conclusion, competitor analysis is an essential practice for businesses of all sizes. By understanding your competitors' strengths, weaknesses, strategies, and tactics, you can make informed decisions, improve your own performance, and stay ahead of the competition. A comprehensive approach to competitor analysis involves a combination of industry research, website and social media monitoring, spy tools, networking, and internal analysis. It is important to adhere to ethical guidelines and avoid common pitfalls. By integrating competitor analysis with other business functions and developing a competitive intelligence framework, you can ensure that it is used to drive strategic decision-making and improve overall business performance. Continuous monitoring and adaptation are crucial for maintaining a competitive edge in today's dynamic business environment. The ultimate goal of competitor analysis is to gain a deeper understanding of the competitive landscape and use that knowledge to inform your own strategies and achieve your business objectives. Analyzing competitor customer service strategies involves several key steps. Firstly, identify the channels they use for customer support, such as phone, email, chat, social media, or self-service portals. Secondly, evaluate their response times and resolution times for customer inquiries and issues. Thirdly, assess the quality of their customer service interactions, including the professionalism, empathy, and knowledge of their support staff. Fourthly, analyze customer feedback and reviews to understand customer satisfaction levels. Fifthly, monitor their customer service metrics, such as customer satisfaction scores, net promoter scores, and customer retention rates. Sixthly, compare their customer service performance against industry benchmarks and best practices. This analysis can provide valuable insights into their customer service strengths and weaknesses. To assess competitor innovation strategies, several approaches can be used. Firstly, monitor their research and development activities, including patents, publications, and partnerships. Secondly, analyze their new product launches and updates to understand their innovation pipeline. Thirdly, evaluate their investments in emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain, or the Internet of Things. Fourthly, assess their innovation culture and processes, including their ability to generate and implement new ideas. Fifthly, track their collaborations with startups, universities, and other organizations. Sixthly, analyze their innovation metrics, such as the number of patents filed, the revenue generated from new products, and the time to market for new innovations. This assessment can help you understand their innovation capabilities and strategies. Analyzing competitor supply chain management practices involves several steps. Firstly, identify their key suppliers and partners. Secondly, evaluate their sourcing strategies and procurement processes. Thirdly, assess their inventory management practices and distribution networks. Fourthly, analyze their supply chain resilience and risk management capabilities. Fifthly, monitor their use of technology in supply chain management, such as enterprise resource planning, supply chain management software, and track and trace systems. Sixthly, compare their supply chain performance against industry benchmarks and best practices. This analysis can provide insights into their supply chain efficiency and effectiveness. To understand competitor financial performance, several key metrics can be analyzed. Firstly, revenue growth indicates their ability to increase sales. Secondly, profitability measures their ability to generate profits. Thirdly, gross margin reflects their efficiency in managing production costs. Fourthly, operating margin shows their efficiency in managing operating expenses. Fifthly, net profit margin indicates their overall profitability after all expenses. Sixthly, return on assets measures their efficiency in using assets to generate profits. Seventhly, return on equity reflects their profitability for shareholders. Eighthly, cash flow indicates their ability to generate cash. These metrics can be obtained from financial statements, annual reports, and market research reports. Analyzing competitor international expansion strategies involves several key considerations. Firstly, identify the countries and regions they are targeting for expansion. Secondly, evaluate their market entry strategies such as exporting, foreign direct investment, or joint ventures. Thirdly, assess their adaptation of products and services to local markets. Fourthly, analyze their marketing and sales strategies in international markets. Fifthly, monitor their cultural sensitivity and localization efforts. Sixthly, track their performance in international markets, including revenue, market share, and profitability. This analysis can provide insights into their global ambitions and strategies. To assess competitor talent management practices, several aspects can be examined. Firstly, analyze their recruitment and hiring strategies, including their use of online job boards, social media, and recruitment agencies. Secondly, evaluate their training and development programs for employees. Thirdly, assess their performance management systems and compensation structures. Fourthly, monitor their employee turnover rates and employee satisfaction levels. Fifthly, track their diversity and inclusion initiatives. Sixthly, analyze their employer branding efforts and reputation as an employer. This assessment can provide insights into their ability to attract, retain, and develop talent. Analyzing competitor corporate social responsibility initiatives involves several steps. Firstly, identify their key CSR priorities, such as environmental sustainability, social impact, or ethical governance. Secondly, evaluate their CSR programs and initiatives, including their goals, activities, and outcomes. Thirdly, assess their transparency and reporting on CSR performance. Fourthly, monitor their engagement with stakeholders such as employees, customers, communities, and investors. Fifthly, track their CSR ratings and rankings from organizations such as Sustainalytics and MSCI. Sixthly, analyze their communication of CSR efforts and their impact on brand reputation. This analysis can provide insights into their commitment to social responsibility. To understand competitor legal and regulatory compliance, several aspects should be examined. Firstly, identify the key laws and regulations that apply to their business. Secondly, evaluate their compliance programs and policies. Thirdly, assess their risk management practices for legal and regulatory risks. Fourthly, monitor their interactions with regulatory agencies. Fifthly, track any legal disputes or regulatory actions involving the company. Sixthly, analyze their ethical conduct and adherence to industry codes of conduct. This analysis can help you assess their commitment to legal and ethical practices. Analyzing competitor data privacy and security practices involves several key considerations. Firstly, identify the types of data they collect and process. Secondly, evaluate their data privacy policies and procedures. Thirdly, assess their data security measures and technologies. Fourthly, monitor their compliance with data privacy regulations such as the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, and the California Consumer Privacy Act, or CCPA. Fifthly, track any data breaches or security incidents involving the company. Sixthly, analyze their communication of data privacy and security practices to customers and stakeholders. This analysis can help you assess their commitment to protecting data privacy and security. Understanding competitor lobbying and government relations efforts involve several steps. Firstly, identify their key lobbying priorities and policy positions. Secondly, evaluate their lobbying activities and expenditures. Thirdly, assess their relationships with government officials and regulatory agencies. Fourthly, monitor their participation in industry associations and advocacy groups. Fifthly, track their influence on policy debates and legislative outcomes. Sixthly, analyze their communication of policy positions and engagement with the public. This analysis can provide insights into their efforts to influence government policy and regulations.